Hey, what's going on? It's your radio love, Deja Vu. You know we always have your favorite celebs stopping by. Today we have internet sensation, TV sensation, vocal dynamo herself, Miss MaKenzie in the building. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Girl, I am great. Listening to your music, listening to your voice. I remember seeing clips of you before, like I guess when you were on The Voice.
Yeah.
But I really discovered you on social and all that you could do with your vocals. I want you to take it back for me when you first discovered that you really had talent as a singer.
Yeah, so I've been singing since I was like 3 in church, but I think one of the first moments that it really started to click was probably like, winning one of my first talent shows. And then I won a really big talent show at the state fair when I was like, I think I said earlier to somebody that I was 13, but I think it might have been in 2013. I don't remember. It's one of the two. Time flies and life. And but that big talent show win was one that really kind of made me be like, okay, maybe I'm going to go to college for music one day. You know? Like, it kind of set that trajectory.
Now, is this a family trait?
My dad's side of the family, yes.
Okay.
My mama couldn't carry a tune in a bucket. But we love her.
Of course.
She plays the radio,
See, there you go.
She
It plays the radio so you can hear the songs that you can sing.
Exactly.
And speaking of which, what is one of your favorite go-to songs when someone says, sing something for me? What's one of your ones right off the top?
Right off the top, Say Yes by Floetry is a go-to. Shoot, Happy Birthday even, if I just can't think of anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, see, but that's when you know you have talent. You can make a riff out of Happy Birthday, for real.
Or I'll just riff. I'll just do something and it won't even have lyrics. It'll just,
And that's it.
Yep.
So were you leaning, because you have a very soulful sound. When you did your talent show, were you singing like R&B or was it pop or was it more, was it gospel even?
It was a mixture. So sometimes there might have been a little gospel, but I mostly saved that for church. So I would say oftentimes I was doing some 90s Mariah ballads.
Yeah.
Or really a lot of 90s Mariah ballads. Initially when I started, it was a lot of church music because I wasn't really super well versed in anything outside of that. But after that, once I really started developing my own taste and my own style,
your own style,
my own desire to keep learning even and growing as a student of music, then I started challenging myself. Did some Mariah, some Celine, some Whitney.
When you get to those are the folks who can really look. I tried to pretend like I could sing something. I was trying to hit a note from Mariah, of course, that we played on the radio. Girl, I messed up my voice. I was trying to scream,
Oh yeah,
that's real talent. All right, so we did the thing at the state fair. You won the competition and everything. What does music life look like for you after that?
Music life after that looks like high school and all the extracurricular musical activities I can do.
Did you do theater and all that too?
We didn't have really a theater. I went to a really small school. If we had a musical theater thing, I definitely would have done it.
Where are you from?
Kentucky.
What part?
Wallingford. It's the middle of nowhere. It's kind of northeastern central Kentucky. No.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm way off.
It's all good. Bowling Green's a drive, buddy. Bowling Green's a drive. So I hung out in Lexington and Kentucky a lot. I performed a little bit in Louisville, but mostly when I was with the Black Gospel Ensemble in my college. So Cincinnati, my dad's from there too. So I was always in Cincinnati. Okay,
so you went to college, did the Black Gospel Ensemble. What was that like? Did you have to prove yourself? Were they like, hey, can you really blow? Or did you just go in there like?
It was so funny. I remember my first time going in because I had met Roosevelt Escalante. He was the director at Morehead State, which is my former college, although I did drop out because, they did not support me when I wanted to go to The Voice. Love y'all. Hope your college is amazing. Don't appreciate that though. But whatever.
Oh, come on now. Listen,
it's
bigger and better awaited you.
Everything happens exactly how it's supposed to for a reason, and I believe it, and I am grateful.
And it all turned out for your good.
Exactly. And I met Roosevelt there. Esco, that's what we call him. And I'd really got a lot of good knowledge about music there. I gained a lot of ear training, and none of it really even seemed like work for real because he made it so enjoyable.
Oh, that's good.
But I remember my first rehearsal with BGE. We met up on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. till 8 p.m.
Not the time in the schedule.
It was my favorite part of the week. I'll be honest, I was not a great college student. I skipped classes, But I always
What were you
showed up-
majoring in?
Music education.
You were okay.
I was going to be a music teacher with a focus in voice. I wanted to, teach singers, teach kids how to sing.
But you still can.
I can. I could go back and finish it.
I mean, no, you can still do that because you're MaKenzie.
Oh yeah. I can. I still give voice lessons. Like I got quite a bit of knowledge and stuff while in college. I'm not a professional when it comes to the technical vocal lessons. But I remember I walked in and I was not planning on singing for anybody that day. I was just there. I was going to experience it because I was real shy. Like I have bad stage fright. Allison Martin, my high school band director, they knew each other. Me and Roosevelt had done a gig together for Allison, like not very long before I started college there. That's how we met. So he knew I could sing and he made me sing. That's what it was.
He wanted to show off.
It was a jazz gig that we had done. He found out I was a church girl, and that I liked gospel, and he was like, okay, sing me something. And the only song that I could think of out of all the flipping gospel songs that I know was His Eyes on the Sparrow, Lauryn Hill's version from the Sister Act.
Oh, wow, yes.
It was the only thing I could think to sing. So I sang that, and when you sing in the Black Gospel Ensemble on the 3rd floor of Baird Hall on a Tuesday or Thursday from 6 to 8.
Paint the picture, MaKenzie.
Bruh, you got to stand next to the piano that's in the center of the room. And you're surrounded by like a half circle of people. And there could be anywhere from 15 people to 55, 75. Like it really just depended. And you got to sing. And so he played some piano for me once I started singing. And that was that. It was a wrap from there. Very shortly after, I got my first solo.
When did you audition for The Voice? How did that whole thing come about?
Yeah, so I feel like was I in college? I had just started college maybe. I'd maybe been in there like a year. And I had posted a cover of me singing Redbone by Childish Gambino on YouTube. Just out of nowhere, I was like, you know what? To heck with it. I just posted the cover one day. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go for it. I was in a yellow top in my bedroom, makeup done, hair did, everything did, I just sang. And it was cool, and I uploaded it, and it went viral.
Wow.
And I wasn't expecting it at all. I didn't think anything was going to happen with it. I was just kind of doing it to do it. I didn't really care because I was going to school to be a music teacher at the time. And shortly after it went viral, some casting agents from The Voice reached out, and they're like, hey, we want you to come audition. And so I hit my college, and I was like, can I transfer to online for, like, can y'all work with me and, like, help me do this so that I can
How long was the process for The Voice then?
It depends. It was like, it's an uncertain thing. I knew I was going to be there for, like, at least, like, 3 weeks.
Got it.
But it could have been months, because when you film it in succession.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
So that's why you would need to have gone online to
exactly,
do it. Okay,
exactly. So I was like, I don't necessarily want to drop out. Can you guys work with me? They couldn't, and that's fine because that's what needed to happen because I'm here now. And I went and I auditioned, and I did not get a chair turn. I had laryngitis, though, so I'm going to blame the laryngitis and the stage fright. It was bad. It was a whole new thing. And so I was like, screw this. I'm not doing this again. So I went back home to Kentucky. I had dropped out of college, obviously, so I just had to get work so that I could pay my bills because I had an apartment at the time.
This is going to make a good movie.
And you don't even know all the details. If we went into all the details, you'd be like, holy cow, you went through a lot. Like, you put up with way more. But, like I said, everything happens for a reason. So I was working at a car dealership, and a few months after my audition, after I auditioned and didn't make it, they had hit me back up, and they're like, hey, we want you to come back and try again this season. And I immediately was like, man, nah, because y'all are about to embarrass me and make me get a no chair turn thing for a second time in a row.
Right.
And I just don't have the mental capacity. I got, life is life and hard right now. So they're like, just think about it. Let us know in like a week. Ultimately, I was just like trying to make sure that I would still have a job if I came back 3 weeks later having not gotten a chair turn. And so I was talking to my manager at the car dealership that I worked at, and he was like, absolutely, yes, you got a job if you come back. We're so excited. We can't wait to, support you. 2 weeks before I was set to leave, they fired me. And in Kentucky,
Excuse me?
Yeah, they fired me. And they fired me right before the time that I would have been able to, draw unemployment.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, which I could have used, heavily because I had bills to pay. And it's fine. Like I said, it happens for a reason. I didn't like working there anyway. That same time, not only did they fire me, but the girl that I was living with, my roommate at the time, asked me to move out. So I low-key got evicted, but it wasn't like an official eviction, because we weren't on that. It was just, we were just living together, whatever. She was like, I'm not feeling the vibe, so I think you should go. And I had to because, like, her dad owned the house, so it was fine. I was like, okay, cool, I'll just move back home. So 2 weeks before I'm set to move out, I move back home. I move all my stuff back to my mom and dad's, and then I head out. I pack up and head out to LA. I'm there for, until the audition, and then the audition happens, and I get a chair turn. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness. And then I'm there for however many months it was filming, and I made it to the top 8. And yeah, I smoked a lot of weed, sang a lot of songs, and made a lot of friends. It was beautiful.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I struggle to remember my own lyrics sometimes, which is wild. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Do you write your own song?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I mean,
forget?
I'm down to like collaborate with people and have bits and pieces there. But lately, all the music I've been writing it myself. That's not to say that about the EP that I had dropped, because that I did not write solely by myself.
Right.
Love Mon Sweet helped on 1 or 2 of the songs, and then Hope Shorter helped on the songs and stuff.
And let's talk about the EP since you just dropped it. A pretty effing cool EP.
Yeah, buddy. A pretty effing cool EP.
Where do we get the title from?
So I love telling this story. My best friend, Justin, who actually lives out here in New York, who I haven't seen until I got here the other day in over 4.5 years.
Wait, you haven't seen your bestie in 4.5 years?
Yeah, that's how you know we're besties, because we still,
true.
Every time we talk, every time we see each other, it's just like we've never been apart, That's my person. He actually, I had called him up because we were looking for a name for the EP. Mm-hmm. And I was like, Justin, I'm stuck. I was like, I don't know, because each song is so different. They all have, like a little R&B at the core, and my voice obviously is like a string that ties them together and makes it super cohesive.
like that. My voice is the string that ties them together.
When people ask me what my like genre is, I just say my voice.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like, my voice is my genre, because I love so much music. It's impossible for me to just stick to one thing completely. Mm-hmm. I love singing R&B. Everything that I sing will have a little R&B in it at its core, but it's going to be, I'm a heavy metal head too. Like, I love rock, I love jazz, I love old classic country like Patsy Cline and George Strait.
Oh, wow, yes.
I love a bunch of things, like too many things.
Too many to be put into a box.
Exactly, too many to be put into a box. And the EP, I was like, I don't know what to call it. I really don't know, because I can't think of a word or a phrase or a sentiment that like wraps it all into one package. And he was like, okay, well, how would you describe it if you were talking to somebody about it? And I'm like, I don't know, man. It's pretty effing cool. And he was like, well, there you go. So I thought about it, and I said it out loud a couple times. And then I listened to the music, and then I said it again, and I was like, that works. I like that. I mess with that. So I sent it to the label, and they all messed with it too. And I was really surprised. I was hoping I wouldn't get any pushback, because I was like, I want the word in there. And they're like, okay, compromise and give us an asterisk. And I'm like, okay, I can do that. As long as I can say it, I can do that. We can print it like that. That's fine.
Talk to us about your new single.
So the EP consists of Maybe, and I'm really bad about remembering the order, so this might not be right, but I believe it's Maybe, Lips, Velvet, Cashmere. Mm-hmm. Those are the 4 songs. Okay. I might have said the order wrong just then and there, but Maybe was the first single that I dropped. We dropped that, and then we dropped Lips, and then we dropped Velvet, and then we dropped the EP itself, and with Cashmere being the bonus track. Maybe was the first, it was my 3rd session out here in LA when No ID started flying me out to just create and put me in rooms with producers and writers and artists, and just, kind of
It's a dope song. All of the songs are amazing.
Thank you. We just wanted a real, like, kind of nostalgic in, energy R&B track, like late 90s, early 2000s, something that's catchy, sticky.
And I think you hit the nail on the head. It doesn't sound like what we're hearing right now, which is good. Yeah, because it's the throwback, and it has that reminiscent sound. So people are going to automatically gravitate to it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So now, you said earlier that you have major stage fright. How are you going out to promote this EP if you have stage fright? What do you do to get over it?
I don't know. I try to make sure that I have a couple minutes to myself each day to like recenter. Once I'm singing for like 15 seconds, I'm probably pretty good. I've probably fallen into the music and distracted, and like, not distracted, but like, not worried as much.
It's just getting out there and seeing everything and everybody.
Yeah. Like, I don't even really sing at family reunions unless everybody's singing.
What?
Yeah, like, it's bad. It's bad stage fright. But also, a little double of scotch neat never hurt anybody. So
that's the go-to drink?
That's my go-to, or whiskey, bourbon, I like that. I just like liquor, Just a little shot of something. Just a little shot of something to warm up the vocal cords.
Just to warm up a little
hot toddy.
It helps the voice. It
does.
The
voice. I had some Douce at a show the other day. Just a little shot of it with a little hot water and a little honey. And it was kind of like a hot toddy, but not.
She had her own concoction going.
Beautiful things.
I am not mad.
If I'd had olive oil, I would have put a splash of that in there too, because it's great for the vocal cords, even though texturally it's not necessarily amazing mixed with water and alcohol. And
olive oil?
Olive oil.
It's good for the vocals?
It's good for the throat. It's good for everything. It's good for your skin, your hair, your nails, all of it.
Well, I've heard about the skin and hair. I didn't know about for voice.
Yeah. I mean, it's really good for like your throat. Like it's like lubrication. You know?
Yeah. So I might have to try that the next time I'm sounding like Tone Loc or something up in the studio.
You know?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When will you put out a full album?
Soon and very soon, yeah. Okay. I don't have a specific date on it, but I am dropping a single July 26th.
Nice.
Yes.
Do we know what it's called? Can we say what the single will be?
Yes, we can. It is called Don't Rush.
Okay.
It's very sexy. It's very grandma, my grown womanish, you know? Like, I love the record. I was singing on it like I haven't sung in a long time.
Can you give us a little bit of a note of something? Maybe not that. Maybe
no, I'll give you just a little like let me see.
A little riff, a little.
I'm sure there's magic in this bed. No, we do it best. No words. And that's all I can give you.
I love it.
Yeah.
Like, that's all.
And it might not even sound exactly like that, y'all. So you're gonna have to listen to it. But
we cannot
July
wait.
26th. Don't
July
rush.
26th.
Very like Janet Jackson vibes. You know.
Okay. Are you gonna have some Janet moves?
Oh no, I don't dance. Y'all don't want. All my rhythm is in my throat. Pause.
Oh my gosh.
Super.
You're funny. Okay, wait. Before you go, let's do some really quick questions. What's your favorite store to go to in the mall?
Oh, okay. So I haven't been to a mall in forever, but the last time I was at a mall, I was in Santa Monica, and it was the Fenty Savage X Fenty store.
Ooh, nice.
Because I love how their point system works.
Nice. Who was the last person you sent a text to?
My boy Deuce. Shout out Deuce. Devontae. He's an amazing musician. He is currently in Detroit getting ready for a gospel concert.
Nice.
Yes, sir. And he is one of my closest friends now.
And who
that's
else?
my guy.
You have a lot of close guy friends. Any girlfriends in this?
Yeah. My girl
homegirls?
Amanda.
Just making sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Sometimes some people don't get along with girls. I mean, I know sometimes, you know.
My best friend for like the majority of my life was a girl, but we fell out because she did me dirty.
Aww.
Like dirty. But
Are you going to write a song about it?
I probably have already. I'm sitting on so much music. I think I've got 2 songs like that are about it. I don't know if they'll ever see the light of day. I wish her the best though. I wish her the best.
Who are your dream collaborators? Who would you love to get into the studio with?
So many. Okay, if we're talking artists, the first like 3 that come to mind: Jasmine Sullivan, Brandy, Kim Burrell.
Wow, yeah, Kim Burrell's a run.
I love Kim Burrell. I got to sing backup for her one time.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was on the stage. I was just too mesmerized to keep singing. So I was just kind of sitting there. Also, I didn't really know the backup part. No, because like I wasn't supposed to sing backup on this song.
Okay.
But they're like, you could just, pitch in where you fall in where you fall in. And I'm like, I might just sit here and listen, y'all. If I'm being real, I might just sit here and tap my foot and clap my hands, snap my fingers. Like you don't get if you get into hear Kim Burrell one time live,
it's a whole different ball game. What about Karen Clark Sheard?
Oh, the Clark sisters.
Yeah, all of them.
Even Kiki. They're all just, man, Dorinda.
Come on, with the jazzy vocal.
Her rasp. That's, I think, one of the reasons I wanted to have rasp so bad growing up.
Really?
Yeah, my voice was really soft and pretty until I, hit college and very, very like angelic and little kiddish. But I would listen to Dorinda, man. And I'm like, that rasp, that gravel that she's got. Yeah. And now I'm there. Now I have the rasp.
But I can still hear notes of your angelic.
Oh yeah, I can now really easily like flip between the two, which is a blessing because I didn't want to sit in pretty for too long. I didn't want to be there my whole life. It's great and I love it, but I love gravel.
Last meal that you cooked for yourself?
The last meal that I cooked for myself? Oh, what was it?
Breakfast, lunch, dinner?
It's been a minute because I've been traveling, but
okay. The last meal you ordered for yourself, then how about that? What was last?
Oh, but I be cooking. That's the thing. Like I throw down in the kitchen.
Okay, come on, tell me what you got.
I got 7 cast iron skillets. Like I love it.
And they're all seasoned good. I'm
yeah.
sure.
Oh, I remember the last meal I cooked for myself. It wasn't for myself, but I ate some of it. It was for my guy Deuce. We had a session. He's a vegan, so I made him this like vegan pasta dish.
Nice.
Kind of like a baked pasta, like vegan cheese, coconut milk instead of like
come on recipe
other things. It was great. And then I made cornbread, but I made it vegan.
Very
it was
good.
So hard. The trick is to put, one of the tricks, I'm not going to give you all of them, but one of the tricks is to put a can of cream corn in your batter.
All right, so now when we want to make our vegan cornbread, we know MaKenzie has given us the rules.
And cook it in a cast iron skillet. Please heat your skillet up before you put your batter in. Get your oil hot because it'll get the bottom like nice and crispy.
But thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, thank you.
You have such
for
a sweet
me.
energy.
Thank you.
And we can't wait to hear. We got the EP.
Yes.
A pretty effing cool EP. And then July 26th?
July 26th, don't rush.
Perfect. Thank you, MaKenzie.
Thank you.